Hello there, my name is Doug Armstrong, and as many of you probably already know, I am the king of desserts here on YouTube and also the cheesecake champion. But today, I've decided to claim the title of Oreo Overlord. Mwahaha. Weirdo. But yes, that's right, I've gone out and purchased far too many Oreos, Exhibit A. So today I'm going to be showing you 5 of the best things that you can make using just a packet of these, and some other ingredients. So get your taste buds ready as this is going to be pretty damn epic. Here we go. First up, we have an Oreo cookie butter. It's kind of like Nutella, or Nutella if you're in America, or like peanut butter. Basically, it's a spread that you can have on toast, or you can dip stuff into, or maybe you could pour into ice cream, whatever you want to do, and it's super easy to make. All you need to do is take a bunch of Oreos, full recipe quantities are down below in the description by the way, throw them into your food processor, add in some coconut oil that is at room temperature, and give it a seriously good blend. Now, the trick with making this kind of thing is you need to blend it for a lot longer than you think you might have to. Basically, the longer you do it, the better it gets and the smoother that it gets. So I would say probably give it a good 5 minutes. When it's done, it will be super smooth and you can serve it up in your favorite dish or jar, but just try not to eat it all at once because that is some pure Oreo goodness right there. If you keep it in the fridge, then it will go harder, so it will be more like a Nutella consistency. Next up, we have an Oreo cheesecake. Now, I've actually made baked Oreo cheesecake bars on my channel before, and they were the bomb, so I thought I would mix it up by making a no-baked cheesecake, as I know some of you might not want to have to faff around with baking something in the oven. So first up, to make the Oreo crust, you need to pop a load of Oreos into your blender and give them a whiz until they turn into a crummy consistency. And then add in some melted butter and give that another blend until all of that is combined. You then want to press that mixture into your springform cheesecake tin and leave that in the fridge to set whilst we get on with the filling. Now, to make the cheesecake filling, you want to add into a bowl some cream cheese, some sugar and vanilla extract, and whisk all of that at a high speed until it's nice and smooth and there are no lumps. It'll probably take about 3 to 5 minutes. Make sure you scrape down the sides and run a spatula through the mix to make sure that there are no lumps. Now pour in the cream and continue whipping until the mix thickens and becomes a lot bigger in volume, because we like things bigger in volume. That's what she said. Now you can throw in some crushed up Oreos into the mix at this point, or what I'm going to do to keep things a little bit neater is take my cheesecake tin that has been setting in the fridge, pour in some of the cheesecake mix and sprinkle the crushed up Oreos over that, and pour the rest of the cheesecake mixture over that so it's all nice and covered. Leave it to set for at least 8 hours, preferably overnight if you can, so it's all nice and cold and solid and set. You could also add a chocolate ganache by combining equal parts chocolate and cream and pouring it over the top of the cheesecake, but I like to keep things simple and pure, so I'm not going to do that. Now when it's out of the fridge and all set, you can decorate it however you want, or you could just like tuck into it straight away and eat it because it's really tasty and you don't want to wait any longer. Now it's time for a more simple one. This is an Oreo milkshake. To make this, just pop in a bunch of Oreos into your blender, add in the ice cream of your choice. Now vanilla works really well, as does chocolate. I like both and couldn't decide which, so I'm gonna go somewhere in between with some vanilla and chocolate ice cream so that it's chocolatey but not too chocolatey. You can also experiment with other flavors. I imagine cookies and cream ice cream would work pretty well too. And then top it up with some milk. Now the more milk you add, the runnier it's gonna get, so I like to start with just a little bit, and then you can always add a bit more later on if it is too thick. So simple but so good. Sweet mother of God, this dark chocolate salted caramel Oreo pie is to die for. And it's super simple to make. It only contains like 4 ingredients. So first up, to make the Oreo crust, throw in your Oreos into a blender or food processor, give them a whiz until they're all finely crushed, then pour in some melted butter and blend until well combined. Now take that mixture and press it into the bottom and sides of a pie pan and pop that into your freezer for at least 10 minutes until it's nice and set. Now the bottom layer of the pie is caramel. Now I'm going to cheat and use some tin caramel because it's a hell of a lot easier. You can of course make your own, but I've never done that before and it's risky because it can burn and stuff. So yeah, a tin of caramel will work just as well. So spread that caramel over the base and then pop it back into the freezer to allow it to harden for a good 30 minutes or so. Meanwhile, we can get on with the chocolate layer. Chocolate. Again, super simple, just pour some double cream into a pan and heat it up until it's lightly simmering. Then throw in your broken up chocolate and allow the residual heat in the cream to slowly melt the chocolate for around 5 minutes. Then give it a good whisk until all of that is combined and well melted. Then pour that chocolate ganache over the caramel layer and pop it back into the freezer for about another half an hour until everything is nice and cool and set. Before you serve it, you can sprinkle over some lightly ground salt crystals, which will give it that salted caramel flavor and bring out the richness in the chocolate. How am I gonna eat all of that on my own though? Oh my god, I need some friends. Holy truffle balls, I saved the best till last. Yes, these are some very easy to make Oreo truffles with just 3 ingredients. Throw all of your Oreos into a food processor or blender and grind them up to a fine crumb. And when that's done, take out about 2 tablespoons worth, as we're gonna save them for later for decorations. Now take the rest of them, add in your cream cheese, and mix until well combined. Now just keep rolling your balls into what? Keep them up to about 1 inch in diameter. Now just melt some chocolate and then coat the balls in the chocolate. You can decorate them by sprinkling them with those cookie crumbs that we saved earlier. Now just pop them into the refrigerator for about an hour until they're nice and firm. Then they'll be all good to eat. Sweet like chocolate balls, sweet like chocolate. Yeah. So which of those was your favorite? Click on the little eye in the top right hand corner of the screen. There's a poll where you can tell me your answer. Which your favorite? Which one you're gonna make? Which one do you think look best? Any of those? Vote now, go. Also in the little eye, you will find some of my other Oreo based recipes. I've made quite a few, including but not limited to Oreo Cheesecake bars. That was quite a few years old, that recipe, but it is still one of my favorites on this YouTube channel. And also an Oreo mocha milkshake, sort of like the one I made today, but with a few extra ingredients that made it the bomb. So try that out as well. Give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and subscribe if you're not yet a regular viewer, as I upload every Wednesday and Saturday, so I wouldn't want you to miss out on the next upload. But otherwise, that's all from me. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye.